First and foremost, I want to make sure we pay respects to Princeton, a team that only one team was able to get out of their conference, which means you have to be battle tested and win the conference out of a tournament to get here and to be that way. Sabrina is one of my dear friends. Dom, the whole crew that's a great coaching staff. I think the world of them. And I just like the way that Princeton played and battled and all that. And it's always difficult to end, the year, but I thought they did such a great job because we watched a lot of video on them. It was a really, really good team. And so I just want to make sure that we respect them before we move forward. Really proud of my team. I thought we started off a little slow. I don't think we're really clean, but I think a little bit out is, angst or, I just think we were just ramped and we were ready to go. I mean, every conversation I had with this team this week was we just cannot wait to get this thing going. So there's a little bit of settling down, as we say. But I really liked the way we played. We hit 453 as a team, which is unbelievable. Adonia, you get your talkies. Congratulations. You're doing great.
Let's go.
But 8 blocks. We all dug them by 10. And again, just the point differential of like what we're doing of kills to errors and things like that I don't want my team to hear, but we were pretty good in those categories tonight. So I was very, very happy with with this team, and I can't wait to see them again tomorrow.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, Al.
Hi, team and coach. Congratulations on an amazing win tonight. After a strong victory over Michigan that secured USC's hosting spot, what was the team's mindset coming into this first round matchup?
How about you guys answer that? I can't wait to hear this. I don't know what they thought.
I mean, I think just after the Michigan game, like everybody was just hungry to get back in the gym and just hungry to like get past like the round of 32. That's been on all of our minds, even the seniors that have been here. And we've gone to the tournament every year since we've been here. And, that's just one big milestone that one big milestone that we want to reach. So
yeah, for sure. Likewise, like I think we were kind of talking about like pushing the narrative forward a little bit. Like Adonia was saying, like we've made the tournament the last 4 years. We've made it to the round of 32, but we've never made it past that, at least in our time here. So I think our goals this year were, of course, make the tournament, but like host, like that would be big for our program, big for the team. And I think we really put in the work this season. And I think that we genuinely did earn the right to host. And so it's been really great being able to be home. I think it's a little like weird for us because we're used to being somewhere else. But again, it's an honor and we want to like defend home court the best that we can since we got the privilege to do so. So we were really excited and looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, it was a close first set, and it looked like you guys controlled the second and third. What was the big difference, or what was working in those final sets for you guys?
I think that we were just like converting plays a little bit better. I think we were making the easy plays look easy. We were taking care of first contact a little better, and I think our hitters were super versatile. They had a lot of range in the game, and so I think we were just able to put away a few more of those easy plays. Like I said, make them look easy, and then I think that our service pressure also got a little tougher.
As Brad was talking about earlier, like the excitement from the team, like I think the first set, like we were just getting like all of our jitters out, and like there were some overpasses or like some errors that we usually don't make. And I think the second and third set, we just took control of that and just kind of played a steady game and played USC volleyball.
Taryn Rodriguez, host of Set Point on iSports Sports Radio. This is a question for Gala and Adonia. You two both being the mother hens of the team, what's it like seeing the growth of Abigail Mullen and Reese Messer, who pretty much had themselves an offensive masterclass today?
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had the privilege of having Abigail a little bit longer because she came in the spring, and she's grown tremendously over the last few months. But even Reese, like, she's had a short time here so far, but, like, has stepped up in such a big role. I think, obviously, physically, like, her setting is wonderful. But I think also mentally, like, she's very stable, very communicative. I don't ever feel like she's struggling. So I think that they've both grown tremendously, and I think the exposure at this level has really helped them. And I'm super proud as a mother hen. So.
No, same. Those two have just grown so much, and their level of play is, like, beyond the roof. Like, from the beginning of the season, they're so confident, and those two work hard in the gym every day and are literally looking for ways to get better every time. Reese is always asking a question, or Gail's always asking a question. So those two have a really bright future for the next 3 years here. But yeah.
I actually have one more question for Brad. And this is a question for Brad. Obviously, it stinks seeing Taylor Deckard out, but talk about Gala Trubin and how she stepped up as the libero and how she pretty much has been the mentor for Taylor Deckard, because obviously Taylor's had herself a fantastic freshman season.
So I have to give her a compliment right now in front of her?
Yes, sure, if you want.
Oh, man, whatever. No, it does. I wasn't worried about anything. We have a lot of really good players in this gym. We have 18 very, very solid, very, very capable young women to play. And that's your prototypical answer. But Gala has been wearing the jersey that she's wearing for the last 3 years. She's been a leader of this team. She was my first recruit when I got here to USC. She's one of the biggest no-brainers as a human and just everything. I called her right before our serve and pass and said, this is where we're doing, and so it wasn't a curveball, and she was like, yeah, I know, whatever, it's great, I got it. And she does. She's just that good, and she's gonna have a bright future if she continues to play volleyball or whatever she decides to do. So I love her. Don't tell her I said that. And then but I wasn't worried about it. Of course we want Taylor to be healthy. I want all my players to be healthy, but I'm not worried about who steps within those lines. I go to war with this team. All 18 I'm ready to go to war with. So I love this. Whatever.
So
nice, what? Yeah, no. Gosh, dang it.
Coach, right here. Before you left on your last road trip, you said this team was ready for the tournament. What makes you so confident in this team?
Oh, it's a good one. For some reason, there's feelings to it, and then there's like Michigan State and Michigan was a very hard trip, and we haven't really talked about it, but it was really cold, and we don't do cold I don't do cold well, and so and then it's during the holidays, and some of their families weren't there, and we had to like makeshift a Thanksgiving there, and it was a day in between, and those two teams were both trying to make the tournament. They were desperate to get into the tournament, right? And so they're in a different space than we are, and our team knew that if we win these two, we host. So just there was a lot on the line, and there was never, ever a sense of panic. People were getting sick. People were feeling not great here and there. People were missing their family. There was a lot going on. And we never once broke. We were bending here and there, but we never broke. And I felt that before, but Michigan State clarified that for me. I walked away and I said, this is our best trip, and I'm very confident in this team. And I think tomorrow is going to be an absolute blockbuster match. I think Cal Poly is the real deal. That is a no-joke team, and it's going to go. They're so confident right now. They're so explosive. We have our hands full, and they have their hands full with us. And so that's what I bank on, and I don't think I answered your question, but I don't know. Just there's a feeling to it.
Any other questions? All right.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
With round 2 kicking off tomorrow, how will the team prepare, and what are you personally focusing on heading into the next match?
Say the first part of that.
With round 2?
Round 2. Yeah. Okay. I got you. All right. I'm there. So we talked a lot about being where your feet are and taking just the next step. So tomorrow's going to show up. Tomorrow's going to happen, and Cal Poly is going to show up, and they're going to be Cal Poly, really good, and it's going to be an absolute battle. So we don't need to rush that. We need to make sure that we take showers and we just go to bed and we relax and we get fluids and eat. And I think I said Stranger Things. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I said something dumb. I always say something dumb to them. But we just need to be where we are and just take it easy and get ourselves mentally prepared for the next day. And then we don't get going until 1 or 2 o'clock for a lot of them. So it's like there's some time there as well to make sure. I don't know. Go get a coffee. Go hang out with some of your friends. Go to class. Whatever. Whatever it is that you do on a normal daily basis, be human and be normal. And that's it. And then we'll figure it out from there.